Okay, I am back, and it does seem like restarting my computer fixed things, so I just apparently left it on for too long. Damn, like, I've still got a little bit of weird lag issue, but, like, I also haven't shut off a bunch of things that normally show up on my computer. Um, yeah, we'll deal with that later. But it's much better now. Alright, Blade of Eternal Possession, please don't kill me.
Keep up with the lantern. The watch starts now.
Careful, yeah. Let's not die. Yeah, still don't think I'm doing the vigils well enough. Also, fuck that mob. Oh, you're going this way. Yeah, no, I'm not killing the wraiths fast enough at all. I'm not even spawning any right now because there's too many from that are behind me. Yeah, oh. Shit, goddammit.
The lantern has gone out.
Yeah, alright.
Too
So
soon.
still not quite yet. So I need to select this. Ah, son of a bitch. Alright, I need to do this anyway. I'm kinda glad to send me back, not gonna lie. I would have forgotten about this. What even hit me? Something with gold, apparently. No, it wasn't the Frost Breath. Oh my god, if I would have died to that, I would have been a little upset at myself. "24 FP an hour. That's a good start. I have shipments to do. I do. No Moon Shadow procs. Oh, I said that and she immediately procced. Oh, I didn't mean to take the fucking belt. Goddammit. I have to Sand Island the rest of you. Oh, nice. Moon Shadow proc. Into a Moon Shadow proc. I like that. Oh, okay, at least you doubled the FP. No, not Utopia. I don't have resources for Utopia right now. What level 7 workers do I have? 7. What? Oh yeah, dismissal at level less than 5, less than 5, less than 5. Anything that's 5 or under, I want to auto get rid of. 5. Yeah, 'cause I got a lot of them. That one's new. Am I done using 5s or no, not yet? Not yet. No, I still have some 5s. Do I have more 6s to use? Yes, you. No, I'll just do you. Okay, 3 more level 6 cooks. 6 more level 6. 5 more level 6, I guess. Miners, quite a few of these, I believe. I don't know, maybe not. Are these all 6s? They are. Okay, so I can get rid of all my 5 crystal workers. Crystal workers that are level 5. I don't want to make sure it doesn't accidentally get rid of anything else. I mean, I could have been. Miners I still need. Chefs I still need. Aviators I still need. Mercenaries I don't. I even have some 6s. That's fair enough. Alright. I'm not making very much doing this, but unfortunately I kind of have to get my level 7 workers. Stuff. Sure, I'll do this. Ow, what the fuck? You stay the fuck away from me, kitty cat. You are fast as fuck. Both Red's last switch. There's no way I'm completing that as much as I would like to. I mean, I can certainly try. I mean, like, if I don't do it at all, I don't get any drop. If I do at least part of it, I still get some drops. Even if, like, for the ghost spreads, I won't get the completion rewards. I think it's better to do it and not succeed than to not do it at all. I don't know if anyone here has any other opinion on that. Okay, path is cleared. Okay. Alright, let's try.
This one is mine. My own feelings. Hold the wilted roses and walk with me to the end of the road.
Ow, mages. Fuck. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting the bouquets, though. Stuck in a corner. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna kill them. Things in time. Damn. Oh well, still got some good drops out of it. Alright.
Roses for the grave.
Oh, wait, what? I can still turn it.
Faithful companion.
Okay. Let's go. I guess what matters is collecting the bouquets, not actually finishing the thing. Hell yeah. I'm doing this with fucking Sandlord compasses. Oh wait, no, duh. I thought I was doing boss rushing. I'd like to get some more T7 fucking workers. It's being really ass about it. I'm gonna get burned to death. Yeah, fuck. Alright, damage over time. Yeah. This is really annoying. I need to kill these two before they kill me again. Fuck. Except I got murdered by balls. Son of a bitch, I'm taking so much damage over time. I might lose this map, like, right away. Yeah. Just trying to get... Yeah, no, it's over. Oh my god, that was annoying. Cold damage. So why do all the Eterna mobs do cold damage when it looks like green fire? Either way, I guess in that case, like, maybe it's worth it to redo some of this erosion resistance. Like, there's erosion resistance there. And maybe some lightning resistance is cold res instead to try and bring it up a little bit. Let's see what I can do. Lightning res, craft you to T. Let's try T2 cold first. Okay, so that was easy. Now let's try and get T1. I'm being very cooperative. Okay, let's try and get T2 on my other ring first. You erosion resistance to T2 cold. I got T1 cold right away, so that'll help a lot. Yeah, my erosion resistance is pretty low, but that's not as important right now. Alright, yeah, let's try this again, hopefully with less dying. I really need to get a full defense pedigree, like, as soon as possible. If I give up dirt, I'm just fucked. I have to go back to T8. Son of a bitch, even through... Oh, it's doing all 3 types of damage. Good to know. That's really nice.
With the lantern.
There's something stuck in the walls there. That's funny. It's kind of stuck there. I tried to dash past the corner and got stuck on it.
The lantern has gone out. Too soon.
Win Eternal. Little fucking shaman assholes. What? What did I take almost 6,000 damage from over there? Fucking T6 and T5 workers, stop it. I gotta be careful, that's a lot of lightning. Oh, fuck. That's a lot of blessed goblins. A lot of lightning. Oh my god. And they didn't even drop anything good. Fucking worthless little rodents. Oh boy, a matchless ember. This is the best thing I've gotten out of a fucking blessed mob this entire map. What am I sitting on? 41. Do I have full energy on anything? Not my gloves. For everything else I do. Weapon? Mayhem weapon? I wonder if it's worth it to sell my matchless embers right now. For some extra dosh. I already got that. There is also, I got a couple of these. I think these are pretty good. Need a pop, but I don't remember if this is any good. Oh, fuck you. Voice check. Okay, 20, not bad. Reserve embers are really good. Deep space beacons. Are the vast ecliptics worth a bit? Oh, pardon me. These are probably worth a decent bit. I should just sell them, yeah. 100 windfall short. How much is 100? Can I get 100 windfall for 11? If so, I'll make. Need a single card at 11. Fuck, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, no, I'm not spending any extra on it. I'll just wait till I get one. Nice. That's kind of sucks that I am one away though. I'm one away from Port Moon as well. 3 of those. I got 5 of those. I hate fucking gambling on tomorrow's direction. I'd rather just sell them. Mystery Treasure God's Come should be worth a lot, right? Yeah. How about you? Just start price checking things in my inventory. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I figured out what was going on with my game, so I was able to start playing again. It was just a simple restart, fixed it. I'm just seeing if there's anything in my... Oh, God, I keep not putting on that one, I don't want to. Seeing if there's anything in my inventory that I want to sell. The cards. I'm one away from this, so I may as well just collect it and turn it in, and that'll give me an extra FE. I could probably sell the Echo of the Gods unless I want to gamble on them, but yeah. And then I can turn in most of the rest. I can turn in that. I'm one away from turning in this, although it would be 38, I guess. G worth. Decent amount. I guess it's not anytime soon. Maybe not worth very much. The regular Dull Astrolabe's worth anything? God's gameplay. Oh, those don't appear in Clockwork Belly maps? Interesting, I didn't know that. Yeah, let's turn in the cards, see what I get. Although maybe I sell the maybe I sell these instead of gambling on them. Now would that be 5 FE? No. I'll have to just hit 1 and I'll make more than that. Yeah, I hit 1. So I made money off that. Alright. Another 161. What does that put me at? That puts me at 384. Alrighty. What's a good way to increase my damage right now? I don't think there's much I can do for myself. I did buff this side a bit. I have attack damage if I have regained in the last 8 seconds. The injury buffer when I've triggered regain in the last 8 seconds isn't super useful, but the 8.5% additional attack damage for each unique type of weapon equipped while dual wielding is really nice, because that's an additional 17% damage. I do need to rearrange my tree. I kind of, like, I want to see how taking this out feels, like, just taking that out. Just to see if it feels any better or worse. I'm not gonna do that right now when I'm trying to test something. Okay, I don't really notice the fact that I'm giving up the penetrations. I don't know if I'm getting it from somewhere else, or like if I'm just killing that well. What new talent? Oh, duh. Oh wait, it's part of Stray Birds, isn't it? Always penetrates. Yeah, that's why I don't need it anymore. Duh. If I would just think for a moment, I would realize I don't need it. Okay, which means I can take out of this. Range. So I need to put 2 points in here. Get Gale back. This is the same, right? Yeah. Blade Runner, I think, got some more. No, was it Goddess of Hunting that got some more points? Oh yeah, it's this set, and then that. I only have 2 points, though. Oh, they take out of this. Okay. That's where they get that from. Guess we'll do that for now. I'm 1 point short, unfortunately. Rushed. And then this is still a third tension, right? This is still Joined Forest, absolutely. This is still Fluke, yeah. Maybe a little bit better. Yeah, I completely forgot that Stray Birds makes you always penetrate. I should have gotten rid of that point a while ago. Dot's gonna kill me. The dot's gonna kill me because I keep changing targets. Thank God. A level 6. Fuck you. I mean, yeah, sure, I still need some level 6s, but just give me the fucking level 7 workers. God damn it. Fuck me, this is so annoying to try and farm level 7 sandboard workers. Now, I fucking hate this boss arena when trying to do boss rushing. Because when there's 2 bosses in here and they're buffed, it is ass to try and dodge anything. So I'm gonna turn this down just a tick. I love my music loud, but that felt like it was too loud compared to me. Okay, so that's fine. What else did I sell? A couple more things. I'm assuming that one no pedigrees I can get with this, right? I don't want this one, I just want this one. I want full defense. Yeah. Cheapest one is 988. And I have 471. Would help a lot though. Rapid shots would give me a lot of damage. That's up to 35% additional, which is more than Dirt's giving me. And the fucking full defense would be so nice. Alright. Just gotta farm 550 more FE. Easy peasy. One lucky drop and I'm there, right? Yeah, like, I don't even feel like I'm doing Profound all that poorly, honestly. Like, the bosses take a little bit, but I'm not tripping on that. Oh, there's a fucking dot starer over there. That's annoying. Let's get this fucking handled. You need to die. Fuck, I didn't see the balls coming at me until it's too late. Alright. Let's clear out a little bit so I can focus entirely on the bit. What am I attacking back? Oh, no.
Keep up with the lantern. The watch starts now.
I actually kind of need to stay behind a little bit to make sure I can clear these so I keep wraiths spawning ahead of me. Which just kind of sucks. It means I'll run into more bubbles, but I really don't care. Oh, hello, friends. Shit. Worth. I'm getting closer to finishing that. Lunaria got super buffed, I heard. I can't wait to do it. Lunaria, Vigil, and then what was it, like compasses and shit got buffed as well? Like legendary compass drop rate. Oh, that didn't feel very good. Yeah, I really want to do it. How much more do I have? Yeah. I sold for 51 after tax. I should do my Ordrak actually for the day. Alright, so remember, do not attack until he's done breathing fire. Compass, Astrolabe, drop rates. Yeah, it was a huge buff yesterday from what I heard. Remember, Compass has sold. Oh boy. Fuck off, fuck off. Ow. Be up against him. Fuck. So got hit. I like it when the lasers bug out and stop targeting me like that. I blocked that. Oh, and then I died to the dot. Oh, right, that doesn't count as a dot. It counts as fucking hits. Which technically means I could block it, I guess. I'm gonna fucking die before I get to a new set, though, aren't I? Oh, right, that chases after me. Fuck. I'm gonna die now. I mean, I did get to a new tier. I got to a second new tier. Let's go. Let's just go for it until he kills me. And there he goes. Alright, that gets me some FP. It actually got me a good chunk of tax evasion. 86. What does that put me at? 609. I got some more eternal reverberations. It isn't even worth anything anymore. Like, what if I listen for the max buff? I get 3. No, thank you. These probably aren't worth jack and shit anymore, but I may as well try and sell them. So I'm not using them anymore. And the poor suckers who are. Not worth much over there. Any of these worth a decent amount? Oh my god. Yes, they are. Holy shit. Oh, knowledge is probably worth so much. Oh, yeah, it is. I didn't even think about that. I should be selling these. Yeah, knowledge is definitely worth the most. This is probably not worth jack and shit. Yeah, no. I don't even have enough to sell it for that low of a price. I highly doubt anyone's buying these anymore. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. How about this? I could try to get 6 FP out of it. Sure, why not? I'm pretty happy for my Princess. I'm not gonna bother trying to Truth Fossil it again. I'll just sell that. Um, Alright. Let's see what kind of money I get out of that. What I probably should do is sell my old pedigrees if they're worth anything. Let's check like these two. Maybe the defensiveness and deterioration stack one, is that worth anything? Kind of as well. Any of these particularly good slates? This one's actually probably worth a lot of money, now that I think about it. Yeah, so we'll sell that. That. How much is this one worth? God damn it. We'll take it and try to sell it for a little bit. Let's take that one and sell it for a little bit. Oh, nice. Congratulations. Alright, let's try and sell some of these. How many slots do I even have open right now? Pretty nicely. I have one. Oh, I've got plenty. This one, I think, is worth a lot. I agree with 150. I'm actually gonna undercut them a little bit. I'm gonna do 140. I'm trying to sell this for like 50. And this is a kind of weird one. What are these worth? Those aren't worth very much on their own, generally. It's the bad ones. Is any good of a memory? Attack, block, armor, and dex? Not really. Reap, spell block, and strength. Nope. Life, affliction, and spell block. I wonder, are the old versions of these worth anything? Yeah, they kind of are. Let's see if I can sell that. Resell that. Sure, I could use them later to feed my fucking gem, but I really don't care right now. You know, when I could get like fucking 85 for it. Just buy a bunch of cheaper ones. Precise Alley Riz still isn't worth anything, right? Yeah, and Precise Nimbleness, same thing. Yeah. Alrighty. I'd really like to just get one more 100-fold windfall, because that's 100 FE right there. Ooh, the chest one. Sure, why not? Ooh, that's a lot of mobs spawn on top of me. Oh, what the fuck is that breakdancing motherfucker doing? Yeah, fuck you. Okay, I just wanted to go back and it wouldn't let me. I'm fucked. Oh my god, I dodged it. I just clear the way to the boss. Actually, I'm gonna clear the boss too in case the fucking vigil goes in there. Pretty good. 7 drops. Let's go down here and do the boss. And see what I can do.
Keep up with the lantern. The watch.
There's a bunch more FE. Goddess Knowledge, Divine Remnant, Rare. Ooh, baby, that's a lot of people that want me dead. Ooh, Spirit. Nice. I found that even if I can't complete it, doing the vigil's still worth it just because the wraiths drop so much now. God damn it. God.
The lantern has gone out.
Lander's gone out too soon, but that's fine. I already made my money off me.
Usher mortuary at your
What are
service.
these? Oh, you can trade in these. I'm assuming they're just shards, yeah. What do the Nether King's Divine Remnants even have? Ultimate talents? What do those even add?
それとも売るリストはここどうぞ
Do you know off the top of your head what those Nether King things do to a Nether King slate? The Nether King's divinity or whatever? The Nether King's divinity or whatever, I mean. Not these, but the... These things, Nether King's Divine Remnant. Sorry about that, I had an emergency and had to get up. Go to crafting, okay.
mortuary at your service.
Oh, I have to take it off, don't I?
Usher mortuary.
I really need to make this better, honestly.
Regrettably.
How do I? So do I just like kind of like I'm putting that in, or like how do I? Oh, is it this? Oh, so I would want like a judgment one, or oh, does it auto send me there? Yeah. That's interesting. So one's for the contamination one. Yeah, one of these. The new god talent nodes. Oh. Okay. Straybirds is on here? That's insane. That's just 80% more critical strike damage. That's actually really crazy. Uh, 12% additional version damage wouldn't be terrible. What is this? Oh, that. Oh, there is ones for judgment. Yeah, I didn't see the stray birds on here. Is that one of these? Oh, maybe it's one of these. Oh no, maybe not. Oh, 14% chance for attack horizontal projectiles to return. Gotcha. So it's not quite Straybirds, because Straybirds is guaranteed, but it's kind of here. Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is. Interesting. And I have no idea what the new god stuff is. Alright, let's put that back on before I forget. Oh, also, I finally got ulti once, except for this ulti on here. I don't know if you're here for that. I just need to hit tier 1 double damage now on the claw. Oh, hi, Blade of Eternal's Obsession. are you doing? Nice to meet you. Oh, please kill it before it kills me. Thank you. Mercenary level 7, let's go! I need more of those. And the chef level 6, fuck you. Oh, there's a chest back there I forgot to grab.
Keep up with the lantern. The watch starts now.
I don't even know what killed me. Not gonna lie. Son of a bitch.
The lantern has gone out.
I fucking hate the ball lightning mod on rare monsters. It's so annoying. Yeah, for dying. Alright, we'll try this now. What's the worst that happens? I fail the map. Oh no, I'll be fine. Used to being a baby. Ooh, that was a lot of damage to take at once. Oh, and then I got hit by the same attack again. Easy clap. Feels a lot later than 1:15 a.m., I'm not gonna lie. Although I did have a very long day today. It was extraordinarily busy. We'll do this while I'm here. A busy restaurant's a good restaurant? Yeah, that's fair. We're right next to one of the casino resorts for this part of town. Ooh, a 50 FE stack. So when touristy season comes up, or it's just like when there's tourists in town for something, our store usually ends up pretty busy.
Keep up with the lantern.
Yeah, we made good money today. I'm very tired because of it, but we did make good money today. Fuck my ass. Ages. God damn it, mages. Leave me alone. I just want to kill you. Thank you. Yeah, that was a pretty shitty one, unfortunately. No, there's no such thing as performance bonuses. If you ask for it, you get 1 raise a year. If you do well enough. And it's for $1 an hour. I've been there for 2 years. I make $2 an hour over minimum wage. Last company I worked for did performance bonuses really well. It was based on basically our profit target for the quarter. Every quarter, based on what percentage profit target we hit, we got that percentage of our wages from the last quarter as an extra bonus. So, like, if we hit the 10% profit or sharing bonus level, 10% of our wages from the last quarter would be given to us as a check as a bonus, with taxes and everything taken out already, of course. But like, it was still very nice to have. I really liked the last company I worked for. West Coast Netting was a great place. Family-owned business. Used to be in California, now it's here, not here, it's in Arizona. Why does they tax all your shit? I mean, how are they supposed to pay for the fucking biggest military in the world? I don't agree with it, but like, where do you think that money comes from? And it's not from politicians being bought by corporations, because that goes straight to the politician. Ideally, that money would be going towards schools and teachers and free university and healthcare and stuff like that, but, you know, that's socialist shit to fucking regular Americans. But then they rely on Medicare and Social Security, which is socialism. Yeah. Like, if my taxes went to actually good things instead of funding the biggest imperialist military in the world, I wouldn't mind. The fact that, like, 60% of my paycheck goes directly to the Pentagon so they can bomb kids in the Middle East really pisses me off. We pay, so there's also the idea of, like, we pay more taxes because of the relative difference in, like, the country's services. Like, a lot of my taxes I actually get back. The only taxes I'm not eligible to get refunded to me is my Medicare taxes and my Social Security taxes. And that's because the idea is I'm paying into those programs so I can take money back out when I'm older. Technically what it is, I'm paying into it now so the people who are on Medicare and Social Security now can get their money. Then when I'm in retirement age, the people paying for Medicare and Social Security then pay for my money. But yeah. The idea is you essentially are paying for your future. And then I have a little bit of a retirement plan, but it's not very much, and it's not backed by my company or anything. That's the other thing West Coast Netting did really well. They had profit, or, they did, so not only did they match your 401k, which is like a special retirement account here in the US, up to a certain percentage of your paycheck, but they also, that profit sharing bonus, they also gave a percentage of your retirement savings account as a bonus as well, straight to your retirement savings. But that's because they really wanted to reward people for working there and doing well, which I really appreciated. Yep. No more lynching. But yeah, like, because I make less than, like, $24,000 a year, I actually, like, all the federal taxes I pay for regular taxes, I get back at the end of the year as a refund. Technically, it's a couple months into next year. think it usually comes in February or March. Yeah, like below a certain threshold, you actually just straight up don't really pay taxes in the US because Medicare and Social Security taxes are so small comparatively. Like 75% of my taxes I get back every year. Like, what is the... So technically, up to $11,925 earned per year, you pay 10% tax on that. So up to $1,192 in tax. Starting at $11,926 up to $48,475, any income you make in that bracket is taxed at 12% instead. But if you make below the standard deduction, which is 16,100, tax actually just straight up doesn't apply to you. It's like, yeah, up to 11,000, technically you're taxed at 10%, but if you make below 16,000, then you don't pay taxes. Well, you pay Medicare and Social Security, like I said, but you don't pay taxes. Ideally, we would tax the people that could really afford to do it, like the people who own companies, but no. And I don't mean like your mom and pop shop, I mean like fucking Jeff Bezos and goddamn Elon Musk. The people who literally are destroying our planet for the sake of making more money than other people. Like, I think we should live in a world that doesn't have billionaires. Any dollar you make past $1 billion should go straight into making the country better. Like, you get a plaque that says you won the economy. And every dollar you make after that per year, or like all of your net worth after that just becomes money for the government to use. So fuck me, I'm getting my ass beat. Chef level 7, let's go. And a mercenary level 7, it's goddamn Christmas. Do you celebrate Christmas out there? I know you're not a traditional, like, Christian country, but, like, do you have Christmas out there? Actually, how common is Christianity? Like, I have any idea how popular Christianity is outside of the US. I'm just so used to it being an ever-present part of my life. I know it's also pretty common in Europe, but, like, I know in the East, Far East is a lot different. Like, APAC and all that. Oh, son of a bitch, I'm getting absolutely fucking body blasted. No. I don't have any more revives left. Make money after $1 billion US. Good. Fuck them. Use that $1 billion to survive for the rest of your life and let other people make that money. They're just hoarding it is the problem. If people are stopping earning net worth after $1 billion, that means someone else is earning it, and that means they're using it on the economy more than likely. And just to put it in perspective, so if I were to make $158,000 a year with no taxes to get to 1,000,000,000,000,000. I would have to work for 6,667 hours. Yeah, I figured. Which is uh 277, or let's divide it by 8. That'd be 833 days. So that'd be 166 weeks. So after 3 years at $150,000 a year, if I paid 0 taxes, only then would I be a billionaire. Provided I did my math right. And I'm talking about net worth. Like, how much do you own? Like, if they made $1 billion in their life, but are using their money every day, like, that's different than hoarding net worth. Like, if your net worth is measured in billions, like, stop. People just celebrate it like a random holiday. Fair enough. I mean, a lot of cultures have celebrated something in the winter for various reasons. I know Christmas just kind of became the thing that people celebrate. It was originally a pagan holiday that the Christians reappropriated. Oh, I'm in a cage with bullets coming at me. Oh, thank fucking God. Can you stop being fucking immune? Thank you. Yeah, I'm one of those people, like, yes, I'm Christian, I'm a Catholic. I really don't care if people know. Like, I don't care, it's not gonna affect how I think of anyone, or how I don't really care if it affects how people think of me. It's just part of who I am, it's how I was raised. Something that I am still mostly a part of. Like, I don't go to church or anything, but like, I maintain my own personal religious relationship with God and all that, which is different from a lot of Christians. A lot of people think that you have to go to church and you have to get all the sacraments and everything, and I don't know. I feel like people have lost the plot when it comes to Christianity. Many people put so much reverence on people and not enough on God. And I'm not saying that in a, like, God's gonna judge you poorly or anything. I think, like, really people are way too harsh. Like, people can't think with the level of mercy that God has. Like, it's impossible for a human to be as merciful as him. So people don't understand what it's like to be able to truly forgive anything. Ow, goddammit. Buddhist country. I figured as much, considering you were part of the Sinosphere for such a long time. I know a lot of Sinosphere countries are Buddhist. I mean, for a while, even Japan was Buddhist until state Shintoism rose up post World War I. I don't know. I know there's still some Shinto elements, but it was largely banned after World War II, like state Shintoism was. So, I'm not really sure. I think it's back to Buddhism for a lot of Japanese people. You're personally an atheist, and I have no problem with that. Like, I absolutely respect that. I think the more important thing, whether you identify with any particular race, is, are you a good person? Like, if you're a good person, cool. If you're not, it doesn't matter if you're religious or not. You're still gonna be a shit person. I've met plenty of Christians who are not what I would call good people. And I've seen plenty of Christians who are not what I would call good people. But that's because so many Christians feel like being Christian gives them some moral superiority over others, when it doesn't. Just because you're Christian doesn't make you better than a Buddhist or someone who's Shinto or someone who's Muslim. Like, it just doesn't.
The lantern has been out. Too soon.
And too many, like I said, too many Christians have lost the plot of what it is to be Christian. Yeah, right? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, literally, it says don't judge people in the Bible, and Christians are some of the most judgmental people I have ever met. It's why I don't go to church and why I don't openly associate with Christianity, like, in public. It's just a bad look. Too many people have given what should be a positive thing, a bad name. It's really frustrating, honestly.
At your service. Regrettably.
Yeah. So what are all these? So this is Goblin Time. This is the Emperor's Coffin. This is the Veteran's Coffin. This is the Ghost Bride. Wraith Revival Events. That's the true form of the old one. That's the regular old one. Okay, that's one of the stops and does things. The Splitting Executioner. That's the soul that drops things. That makes each wave harder. And then this is just some regular stuff. And then I'm still using this, right? Yeah, I could, like, I wonder how, like, because I'm only getting 4% drop quantity out of that. I wonder how much easier it would be if I did that. So that's actually, like, an okay amount of damage reduction that they're getting. Oh, nice. I'll do that. I don't know if I want to put in compasses for it, because I'm already fucking struggle busing, but... Yeah. Fucking assassins. But yeah, I think a lot of Christians are too quick to judge someone, but I also think a lot of Christians think that a lot more people end up in hell than do. Like, I don't think hell is a very common place for people to end up. Purgatory, maybe, but, like, hell, I think, is reserved for the truly wicked. Not, like, people who have done a couple bad things in their life. That's what Purgatory is for. And Purgatory isn't a judgment, it's a waiting time, basically. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm some perfect person. Like, I sin. I'm not a good person every day. I've made mistakes. I've hurt people. I have no doubt that when it comes time, I'll have things I have to answer for. And I will do so, because that's what I believe in. Even if it means that I don't end up where I want to end up, it's only appropriate that I answer to the same power that I believe other people do. So all I can do is try to, beyond my mistakes, live a good life. And I don't mean that in like a I'm better than you way, and just like, be okay to people. Like, what the fuck? It takes like nothing to be a kind person to someone. It literally takes more effort to care about being angry at them than it does to just be like, eh, it's cool. Not for me, but it's cool. Like, one of the largest portions I detached myself from the church was the fact that I'm trans and bi, because both of those are frowned upon by the Catholic Church. There are some other branches of Christianity that do look more favorably upon LGBTQ communities, and like some of them do allow for like gay marriage and stuff like that, but I'm just not even going to worry about it. Like, I was brought up in Catholicism. I believe it's a good doctrine. I'm not gonna pretend like I know better than God does about really what's going on. All I can know is what I know. And what I know is that I'm happier being a girl than I was being a guy. A little bit easier, yeah. They don't have all the damage reduction. I'm sure there are people that'll judge me for it. There are people that say I'm going straight to hell, but honestly, that's not for them to decide. Oh, fuck, I should have stayed back there. I didn't realize no more wraiths were spawning. So... the formal verse in the Bible is, a man who lays with a man should be stoned. Hi, Moosin. There are some... So, the formal doctrine of Christianity is that the people who have translated the Bible have been blessed by God and done it correctly. Scholars disagree. There's a likely chance that line is actually saying a man who lays with a boy should be stoned, aka pedophilia. Like, if you sleep with a child, you should be killed. But, yeah, basically it boils down to most people believe that being anything but a straight heterosexual person is a sin and will damn you. In fact, it is I forget the term for it, but basically, even if a priest or the Pope is not aware that you have committed that sin, you are considered excommunicated, and to continue to receive the sacrament under such a excommunication would be a permanent mark on your soul. Well, I don't go to church, so I don't receive communion or anything anymore. But in the end, that was the Old Testament of the Bible, and the reason Jesus came down to Earth and died for us is so that the Old Testament and its contracts would be null and void, and we would find a new covenant through Jesus to God. Those sins upon which the Old Testament are built upon are the sins that Jesus died for, the sins that we are freed from by his death and resurrection. Which is why when it comes to people who judge me, especially based on Old Testament sins, I just don't care. Because that's the whole point of why Jesus died, is that the Old Testament was... free us from the Old Testament, basically. Welcome back, Lilith! Things have gotten a little theological since you were here. I apologize if it's a touchy subject for you. I will stop if it's something you don't want to talk about. I'm just talking about my experience as, you know, trans bisexual Catholic. My interpretations of faith. But basically it boils down to the only one that can judge us is God. Yet some Christians are some of the most judgmental people I've met anyway. And really what it boils down to is that I view it as, what would God rather have? Me kill myself because I'm trying to be a straight, you know, heterosexual person, or me living my life happy because I'm trans and bi? Non-practicing Catholic. I'm a non-practicing Catholic as well. Well, I believe that you don't need to practice through a church to have a personal relationship with God. That's how I view it. I have my own personal relationship with God. I don't have one through the church. I don't have one through a priest or through a congregation. What my faith is about stays entirely between me and God. Practicing means you openly, like, take part in the sacraments. The sacraments are the rituals, basically, of the Catholic Church. So non-practicing would be someone who doesn't take part... I'm getting fucking manhandled. A non-practicing Catholic would be someone who doesn't partake in church, doesn't get the sacraments, things like that. Yeah, that's another term for it. Like, so, like, for me personally, what it means is that I don't go to a church. I don't believe that a pastor or anything like that can tell me what is really what God says and what's not. I believe that my faith and the discussion about my faith, god damn it, is entirely between me and God. And there's no one that is allowed to be between that. Hey, Akari. God damn, everyone's piling up. I start talking about religion, everyone comes out of the goddamn woodworks. See, right, it's nice. But yeah, like, I do believe in God. I'm a non-practicing Catholic, but I do believe in God. Like, I do believe in God, I believe in the Trinity, all that. My day's been good. It was really exhausting, but it's been good. But yeah. I'm glad you came by to say hi, Akari. I don't know, I got started on that tangent, and 3 people showed up, and I thought it was really funny. But yeah, no. Like, I don't know. The Trinity refers to the... What's the right word for it? So the Trinity is a view of God, the view of God from the point of view of a Christian. So there are 3 parts of God. There's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The Son is not the Holy Spirit is not the Father is not the Son. They're not each other, but they are all God. I get it, probably not a very, like, intuitive concept to understand. Like, unless you grew up with it, it probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But, like, it's basically, what are the aspects of God? There's God the Father, God the Son, which would be Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of Mercy. Yeah, I think there are some non-Trinitarian Christian sects, like Christians that don't believe in the Trinity, but it is a very early council. They were 3... So, technically, they've never been 3 separate things. Well, okay. You grew up LDS, right? Actually, now that I think about it, so I have no idea how that works for a cult. And I'm sorry if that offends you, but LDS is a cult. It probably doesn't. I know you pretty well, but, like, LDS is a cult. Oh no. LDS stands for the Latter-day Saints. It's a shortened version of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They're also called Mormons, if you've heard that term before. It's a modern heretical Christian cult. I don't remember exactly when it was founded, but pretty much it's considered an invalid branch of Christianity for pretty much every other branch of Christianity. It's interesting. They're more of a cult than a church, in my opinion. I'm sorry, Lilith, that sounds awful. I mean entirely disrespect. The Mormons are fucking assholes. The way they run things and the way they guilt people into staying with the church and doing things they don't agree with is awful. They call themselves Christian, but they're nothing like that. I have nothing but disrespect for, like, Mormon leadership and stuff like that. But yeah, personally, that's just me. I do not hold Mormons in high regards. One of your friends, like, I know Mormons and ex-Mormons. Well, I mostly know ex-Mormons. I don't think I know any practicing Mormons. No, that's actually not correct. I still know Deke. Deke is a practicing Mormon. I haven't seen him in a while since he moved to Texas, but I do know him. But it's just one of those things that, like, they're so far detached. Like, there are already some... Morons. I feel so bad for you living in Utah sometimes. That's gotta be miserable. Gay poly furry. Suck it, Mormon leadership. Yeah, I think the saddest part is that because of how indoctrinated people are into LDS, like the Mormon church, is that so many people, instead of finding themselves, just stop being alive. And it's really sad to think about. Also, since I've got a handful of people here, I'm thinking of doing exactly one charity stream this year. And that will be on... what? Please tell me. November 20th. When is that? Please tell me it's like a Tuesday or Wednesday. It's a Friday. Fuck, so I'll have to do that work. It'll be a short day at least. November 20th will be the Trans Day of Remembrance. It's something I hold in special regard every year. I've thought about not streaming on that day, but I'd actually, like, I know, I don't care if people actually donate, but I at least want to stream to bring awareness to things like the Trevor Project and things like that on the 20th. And then if anyone does donate, like, that would mean a lot to me, but I absolutely don't expect it. God damn it, I'm getting eaten alive by this goddamn beam. So, I don't know if that's something y'all would be interested in or not. But, like, the Trans Day of Remembrance means a lot to me, because I almost ended up as one of those names. Ohio September. Oh, no worries. I understand if you can't. It's just one of those things that I want to bring awareness to the day. And, like, bring awareness to all those who aren't here with us anymore. I'm getting all choked up now, fuck. But yeah, I blank out my... I know I don't really use Facebook all that often, so it probably doesn't end up mattering, but I blank out my Facebook profile picture and banner with a special picture and banner every Trans Day of Remembrance. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant, Musin. Don't worry, I get you. Charity thing again? So every year, I don't know if it's on the same day every year, if it's on a specific, like, third Friday or something, but, there's a holiday. It's not like a federally recognized holiday or anything, but there's a day called the Transgender Day of Remembrance. It's to remember all the trans people that took their own lives and had their lives taken from them. There's a couple of charities that are working towards making the world a better place for trans people that I would like to support on the Trans Day of Remembrance this year. Like, I don't expect anyone to, like, donate or anything. I know I'm not, like, a big, like, people will donate for me streamer. But, I at least want to bring awareness. Oh, baby, Doro paid off! Fucking hell yeah! My first Doro proc, let's go! I know that's not the vibe I was just going for, but that's the first time I've seen her proc. That's my girl! Transgression Plunder Complex. Oh, that's the bad one. I mean, it's still worth 20, but it's not too bad. I got a Scavenger and a Progressive Beacon. Nice. But yeah, no, it's a hard one for me, I won't lie. It'll be a hard day for me. But it is something I want to do. But yeah, there's things like the Trevor Project. The Trevor Project, I think their main focus is to help unhoused LGBTQ people who have been kicked out because they're LGBTQ, if I remember correctly. So, like, if your parents kick you out for being gay or trans, the Trevor Project tries to help you find a home or your own living arrangement or whatever works best for you. I'd have to go to the actual Trans Day of Remembrance page to see the other charities, but the Trevor Project's the one I always think of because I was worried I was going to have to rely on them because I grew up in a strict Catholic family. I had no idea if my cat family was going to be supportive of me coming out as trans. Thankfully, they were. Like, I was honestly a little shocked, I'm not going to lie. But even my fucking, like, 80-year-old grandmother, who has known nothing but the Catholic Church her entire life, welcomed me as her granddaughter. I miss that lady. She was a good woman. Yeah, W family, honestly. I have something that so many people don't. That's a family that's willing to support me through this entire journey. And I think that's a sad thing that so many families aren't willing to look past their own prejudices and biases to love the people that they loved before. Just because they think they're different. When in reality, it's the same person the entire time. They're just being who they actually are. My brother actually has been extraordinarily protective of me too. So he was getting back into dating around the time I came out. And he had a rule. If you wanted to date him, you had to accept the fact that I was trans. Full stop. There was no other way around it. Like, he was not going to bring someone home that I would be unsafe around. You didn't get a choice, and if you wanted to be with him, you had to accept that he had a transgender sister. Yeah, my brother, I love him to death. He's an incredibly, like, so we grew up in a shitty situation. But I'm glad I took the brunt of it because it's led him to go on and have an incredibly successful life. And I wanted nothing more than that for him growing up. I saw a post on Facebook that made me kind of cry. It was, between the two of us, I'm glad I'm the one that got fucked up. And I thought about sharing it, but I decided to just keep it myself. But in the end, I am. Like, sure, both of us could have ended up fucked up, but if it had to be just one of us, I would have rather it have been me. And that's not saying he doesn't have his issues from our childhood, but he's been able to handle them a lot better. Oh my god. So I have had, how do I get around? Because YouTube will censor this and take the video down if I say that wrong. I thought about not being here. That, yeah, everyone was expecting me to come out as gay, not trans. But then I came out as both, so, but there are 2 times in my life where I strongly considered not being here anymore. The 3rd time I was going through that situation, I knew I had to make a choice. Either I was going to come out as trans, and from there on I could make my own decision, or I was going to stop being here. I felt like I couldn't make that choice anymore. I had to come out or I wasn't going to be here anymore. And so I did. I had my back against a wall, but I did. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done, but I'm extraordinarily thankful that I did. I've always been very effeminate, that is true. But yeah, so I've dealt with thoughts of not wanting to be here for a long part of my life, but ever since I've come out, they've been gone. I have not had a single thought since I came out as trans. My family told me that they loved me. Me too. So I was terrified. I was fucking terrified. I need a minute. Alright, I'm good. Oh my god, I don't even remember. But yeah, fuck. And like my brother, literally, so like I said, my brother's been one of the most protective people of me ever since I came out as trans. When I came out as trans to him, I couldn't even do it face to face. I had to do it over a Facebook message because I was so nervous. And he sent back literally the 2 letters okay. And I knew that meant I was okay, because if he wanted to make a big deal out of it, he would have. But the fact that he didn't, I knew it meant he supported me. Ugh. Yeah, and it's gotten to the point where, like, so I used to be really sensitive about being dead named or about being misgendered or anything like that. But I'm really at the point where I don't think it matters anymore what someone calls me unless it's someone I, like, consider family. Like, if it's someone I consider family or, like, a close friend and they decide to still misgender me or misname me, like, then it hurts a little bit. But, like, I go by my dead name and birth gender at work. Like, that doesn't bother me. It's just convenient. Like, I know who I am now, and I know who's got my back. And even then, like, there's people at work that know that I'm trans. They don't know my name or anything, but they know I'm trans. They're like, that's fine. So, I was very touchy about it at first, but I've gotten to the point where I'm very secure in my identity. Like, even though I'm not on hormones and I'm not out at work, and really the only, like, when I go out, I get sirred and mister and all that. It doesn't bother me because the people I care about know who I am. But yeah, fucking literally, when I came out as trans, the only thing that shocked people is that I was trans and not gay. Yeah, our small goofy goober, thank you now. But yeah, I think that was the bigger shock, is that I was trans and not gay, not that I was coming out of the closet, if I remember correctly. But even then, it wasn't like a shock, it was more like, well, that's not what we expected, but if the shoe fits... Yeah. Yeah, I have an incredible friend group. I have an incredible family. I'm very thankful for what I've got in my life. Like, the family I live with, they're basically my family now, too. Like, they have loved me as who I am from the start. Oh my god, please don't kill me. I need to get some fucking damage over time reduction, goddamn. I took 12,000 hit damage? What the fuck? I took 12,000 cold damage? Or 10,000 cold damage with 50% cold res. What the fuck? Like, I've got my friends, I've got my girlfriends, I've got my family. I've never... The moment I came out, I was afraid I was going to be alone, and I never was. I didn't come out all at once, like I was strategic about it. What I'm curious, if you don't mind talking about what issues you do have with it. Like, I have, the main issue I have with it is I just hate starting and, like, changing my hormone levels because of the horrible morning sickness I get. But, like, besides that, I'm usually, and how fucking sensitive your breasts get when they're growing. God damn, is it annoying. Like, if you start hormones and you're on them for long enough, be prepared for an extreme amount of chest pain. Growing boobs is so much more painful than I thought. No wonder girls were so fucking mad when their boobs were coming in. Like, I do not blame them in the slightest, because Jesus Christ, it hurts. Yes! So, even guys have a canonical boob size. So, women's boob size is based on both their X chromosomes. Because I'm born a male, I have one X chromosome, so my breast size is entirely determined by my mom's side of the family. Like, Yeah. Um, so your genes still code for a breast size. It's just unless you have two X chromosomes, it never grows. But there's still an X chromosome in there that's coding like, hey, if you have boobs, this is how big they're going to be. And hormones will cause them to grow in. Um, like, trans people can even get periods. They don't get as much of the physical effects. They don't have an actual uterus, but they can get things like cramping and the emotional and mental side effects of it as well. Like, I've heard of some trans people going through some really terrible period cramps. Because it's just your body responds to hormones the same way they are, no matter what you were born as. It doesn't matter. It's what chemicals are in your blood at what given time. So, I agree, my eating habits should have been better, and I also understand being squeamish. Actually doing... some trans girls have gotten very lucky. There are some very busty trans girls. I found that actually doing the regular blood work helped me get over my squeamishness about getting blood drawn. Now, obviously, it helps if you have a good phlebotomist. Like, I had a really good phlebotomist, so it was less difficult for me to get my blood drawn every couple months. But, you pass out every time? Oh, I'm so sorry. I got dizzy, but I never fully passed out at the worst of it. But now if I get my blood drawn, I'm just like, whatever, just get it over with. Does lying down... Are you talking to Lilith or me? Lilith is Starlink, by the way, if you're curious. Okay. Yeah, Musa, Narat, Akari, all of you, thank you so much. Oh, you get some kind of, like, POTS level symptoms when you, Auntie Musin, basically, yeah. Although, not necessarily auntie, I've always kind of seen her as a big sister more than an auntie. But yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Fun fact, do you actually know the name for that, Lilith? It's called trypanophobia, the fear of medical instruments, and it's primarily manifests with syringes and needles, but it can actually extend to other things like dental instruments and stuff like that. It's one of those weird words I know, like triskaidekaphobia. Or thalassophobia. Thalassophobia is a really bad one. I feel really bad for people who are thalassophobic. Thalassophobia is the fear of the sea and deep water. I knew someone who was thalassophobic. Like, they literally could not go into water. So, yeah, it's... So it's still technically trypanophobia, even if it's not a direct, like, it's not a conscious mental symptom, but it's a subconscious mental system. Your subconscious just gives up. But it's why so many people faint when getting their blood drawn when at the dentist, things like that. It's called trypanophobia. I don't know if there's a more direct... Ooh, level 7 Crystal Worker. I don't know if there's a direct name for the... Yeah, vasovagal sounds what, right? Yeah, so the formal name for what you're suffering from is a vasovagal syncope. Fainting because of a response from the vagus nerve. Which is usually caused by a drop in blood pressure. That's what the vaso part stands for, like vasodilation. Vagus being the vagus nerve, and syncope meaning fainting. Sometimes it's just shortened to syncope because it's the most common form of syncope. The reason I had to look it up is because I couldn't remember what nerve it was. Vagus sounded right, but I just wanted to double check it. Because the vagus nerve, the vagus nerve controls so much of what happens in like your body from like the neck down. Like basically everything that doesn't directly connect to your spinal cord below your neck connects to the vagus nerve. So, like all of your internal organs connect to the vagus nerve. All of anything in your torso basically that it doesn't connect directly to the spinal cord connects to the vagus nerve. But yeah, no, things in the vagus nerve don't stay in the vagus nerve. They go out of there pretty quickly. It's a big one. I forget, like, there's a fucking... I forget how thick it is. It's like, it's the thickness of rope or something, like... Like a small piece of rope, but it's still, like, chunky compared to nerves. Blood draw, yeah. Yeah, it's a vasovagal syncope. That's the, like, proper medical name for it. Yeah, so it's CN10, cranial nerve 10, the vagus. But basically anything that is your, that is controlled by your subconscious below your neck usually goes through the vagus nerve. There are some exceptions. There's two other cranial nerves below it. There's the accessory and the hypoglossal. But the most common victim, or is like, not victim, cause is the word I'm looking for. Most common cause of like things like that is the vagus nerve. I actually started eating more on E, unless that's the type of ED you have, in which case I understand. If that is your issue, then I absolutely understand. I don't know if I'd recommend it for you. But I personally ate more on E than before. Especially when you're going through the growth spurts, like the breast growth spurts, your body wants you to eat more. Oh, gotcha. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. There are definitely trans girls who don't start because of that. Yeah, I realize what you were saying. And that's fair. Like, if that's something that bothers you, then, like, don't start. It's semi-common. Like, I suffer from it, personally. So, like, I know it happens. But, yeah. PDE5 inhibitors, yeah, those would work, technically. PDE5 inhibitors would do the same medication class as things like Viagra and stuff like that. So, I mean, those do work. They absolutely still work, even if you're on E, but I understand if that's a concern for you. Yeah, absolutely. And then, like, even then, like, this may be TMI, but, like, after a certain amount of time, it doesn't matter. It's time. Yeah, I understand your concerns with it. Absolutely. I live in a city with some good transition-based plastic surgeons, so it would be really nice if I could transition fully, like if I had the money for it and everything. Because sure as fuck my insurance isn't gonna pay for it. Um, and there's some really, really like cool techniques that they've come up with since trans people started coming out about vaginoplasty. Like getting a full like vaginoplasty is actually not that bad. You just like obviously you want to find goddamn a good doctor, but like it's a much better procedure than it was like 20 years ago. That's fair. For me personally, it was worth it. Like it was worth it to give up that to transition. You don't know what it was like 20 years ago. Oh yeah, you're not that old. I heard about that. But yeah, no, like there's I mean to be fair, 20 years ago I was 10. So like it's not like I knew very well, but just like looking at the advancements over the last 20 years, like just as a retrospective rather than knowing at the time, it's really, really like they've learned how to use various easier to dig a hole than build a hole. That's fucking funny. Oh my fucking god, that's so funny. Uh, but yeah. And like for people who are self-conscious about their size and worried it may impact them, they actually like can take like skin from other places to give you a full-sized vaginoplasty. I think it's usually the thigh if I remember correctly. Like the upper thigh. Oh shit, I got way too close. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. To an extent, yeah, because that's the primary source of tissue for it. But they make up for like to an extent it affects it, but really nowadays no it doesn't because they have other sources of like skin and muscle and stuff they can use. You're chilling. Fair enough. Yeah, then you probably won't need to borrow any skin from like your thigh or anything. But even then, it's not like they take a chunk out of your thigh or anything. They just take enough for it to build a decent cavity. Random fun fact. So I mean, technically, this is just true of all people. All people have G-spots. Most people make fun of guys because it's in their ass, but like once you have a vaginoplasty, you can actually get your G-spot hit. Well, you know, the other way. Another interesting fact is they can actually do your prostate exam through your vaginoplasty. God damn it. Which is kind of interesting because I'm at risk of prostate cancer. It runs in my family, so I can just be like, hey, you don't need to go through there. You can go through there. Personally, one of those sounds a lot more pleasant than the other. Yeah, and even then, like, depending on where you live and what your insurance covers, it might be possible to get your rocked. Yeah, because they use some of the sensitive tissue from your phallus to, I believe, on the inside, help give you some like feeling that a girl would normally get. Um. So the main thing is they reuse the um how do I want to say this? For people with male genitals, their pleasure nerves are concentrated into one area. They can, to an extent, change that a little bit, spread them out a little bit, and not too much, but they can give you a larger like pleasure area as during your vaginoplasty, as far as I understand, than you have as with a phallus. Um, the downside is the recovery time. The recovery time for vaginoplasties is awful, and you basically need a fucking balloon up there for like a month or something like that to prevent it from inverting. Once it sets, you're fine. Especially if, it's getting filled regularly. That'll keep it set real well. Tell my girlfriends, hey, I need it reset. Oh my god. Gonna get fucking get my VOD banned. But yeah, no, like, what I was getting ready to say though is you might be able to get a vaginoplasty even without hormones. So, like, you could do it the other way around, right? Exactly. So like most insurances wouldn't cover that. They would usually require you to be presenting as transgender and receiving treatment for it for like 6 months to a year before they'll approve a vaginoplasty. But if you could get it the other way around, then you would circumvent the entire problem with the ED. Because by the time you start them, there's no more dysfunction to be had. Technically, there's no more erectile to be had. Fun fact: do you know those are caused by a drop in blood pressure? Kind of. It's why the whole if you have an erection lasting 4 or more hours, see a doctor thing. So it actually lowers your blood pressure and vasodilates the blood artery or the blood vessels down there. God damn it! I'm getting fucking murked. This goddamn ball lightning. Yeah, but even then, like, so there's a lot of blood there, but it's not very, like, there's not a lot of pressure there still. Like, the blood pressure down there stays pretty low because the blood vessels open so wide. The big reason that's such a problem is when they're so wide and the pressure is so low, blood just kind of pools. And when blood pools, it forms a clot. And if a clot lodges into your pulmonary artery, you're fucked. That's why you get up and move around regularly. Because the last thing I want is a deep vein thrombosis killing me at 32. Yeah, it really fucked me up when I learned that those are caused by vasodilation, like the opening of blood vessels and the reduction of blood pressure down there, rather than the other way around. But I mean, when it was explained to me, like, it made sense when I looked at the medical literature for it. Um, Another thing I want to bring up You may be started on monotherapy, or you might be started on I forget it's di or bitherapy. I forget which prefix they use for that. I was started on 2 medications, spironolactone and estradiol. I would personally recommend monotherapy if your doctor is willing to do it. With enough estrogen, it will naturally inhibit testosterone production. This primarily works in people who are born male because of the way our hormone regulation system is built. So everyone produces estrogen. There is no difference between... The only difference is how much estrogen is made compared to testosterone. Female bodies break down testosterone to estrogen quicker than male bodies do. It's the same enzyme, though. It's still aromatase. So if you're... But there's a feedback mechanism there. It exists in girls, too, but the feedback mechanism kicks on in a different level of estrogen that basically says, hey, if there's too much estrogen, stop producing everything upstream, which includes testosterone. And if you stop producing testosterone because you have too much estrogen, that prevents the really nasty one, dihydrotestosterone, from being produced because there's no testosterone being produced anymore, at least not enough. And that's the one that leads to a lot of like male symptoms, like male pattern baldness and other like male things that happen. And when I say male and female, I mean biologically, not, gender identity. Because you just because you have one biological gender doesn't mean that's how you identify. Oh fuck me, I missed my Sandlord. So like, I do highly recommend. So monotherapy uses that feedback mechanism entirely. So it relies on the fact that estrogen will reduce your testosterone levels in high enough doses. I was started on 2 medications because spironolactone, and if you were started on one, I would highly recommend that you get a newer one, the spironolactone. I was living in a pretty conservative area, so modern transgender therapies weren't really available. But the other one's a T blocker, yeah. Spironolactone's kind of a bad one, especially because it's not what it was built for. It was built as what's called potassium-sparing diuretic. So it lowers your blood pressure by making you pee more. And it does so by pushing sodium out of your body, so you have to be much more careful about your salt levels. And you have to make sure you both get more sodium and don't eat too much potassium, because it gives you risk of overdosing on potassium and getting hyperkalemic. Just in general, like, monotherapy worked better for me personally because I was able to get my T levels under control with monotherapy. But if you do struggle with getting your levels under control with monotherapy, just know that, like, there are decent T blockers out there. I just would recommend starting with the monotherapy and only getting a T blocker if you really need one. Which some people do, and there's nothing wrong with that. Fuck me, these asses are really ruining my day. I already need to be on vitamins. What the fuck killed me? Oh, there's fucking things on the ground. I already should be on vitamins. Like, honestly, if you take a multivitamin, you'll be fine. So, very, very, very important. Do not take women's multivitamins. I understand that may be difficult for you to get the men's multivitamins, but you can get too much iron from a women's multivitamin because they have to account for the fact of their period. We don't. Am I done? No, I'm not actually even on hormones right now, just because I haven't really gotten my doctor stuff set up out here yet. I've got boobs, but like besides that, really, I'm not like done transitioning. I don't have a vaginoplasty. I haven't had vocal cord surgery or anything like that yet. You already have iron deficiency. I mean, like, but yeah, you want to handle that in a different way. If you're iron deficient being treated for it, and you take a women's multivitamin, you're going to overdose on iron. And just in general, like, it's one of those unfortunate things. You have to take the vitamin for your biological gender, not for your identity. Because it will become dangerous. Yes, I am planning to do all that. I currently can't afford to, really. I don't have the time to see the doctors regularly or, like, get my blood drawn regularly. Or, afford the surgeries because so many insurances barely cover them. Yeah, I plan on getting bottom surgery. I plan on getting vocal cord surgery. depending on how well my breasts grow in after some time, like if they do decide to grow more with some time on higher levels of estrogen, I'd probably be happy with it. At my current bust size, I'm not. Ew, Harry Potter, fuck that. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about ads. I need to gift you a sub so you stop having to watch ads. But yeah, no, welcome back. Yeah, even if you're iron deficient, get that treated separately from your multivitamin. I know it sucks. Like I hate but the good news is like they're not called men's multivitamins. Generally, they're just called multivitamins. But like, it's just there's too much iron in women's multivitamins, and there's a couple other things that like make up for the fact that they have their period every month. Some people do get dysphoria from that. It makes it harder for them. But I wanted to let you know. I don't want you putting yourself in a medical situation because of it. Because too much iron is absolutely a bad thing. Yeah, just so, you know, if you do start doing a multivitamin, just get a regular multivitamin, not one tailored towards women. Yeah, you will actually, so you're probably going to want calcium supplementation and maybe vitamin D supplementation anyway, depending because, especially if you take E orally, it puts you, so, no, so taking E puts you at risk of osteoporosis. Just straight up. Having more estrogen than testosterone in your blood because of the effect testosterone has on catabolysis causes you to be more at risk of osteoporosis. Especially if you have gone through puberty as a male person. Like if you've gone through male puberty. Because your bones are a different like thickness and density because you've gone through male puberty than they would be if you had gone through female puberty. So be very careful with your bones. The other thing is if you take oral E, it puts you at a very, well, not very high, but it puts you at an increased risk of heart issues and stuff like that, like heart attacks, strokes, things like that. So blood clotting things, basically. If you can, and if you do oral E, ask if you can get sublingual. Sublingual is a lot easier to take because you just stick it under your tongue and then it dissolves in like a minute and then you're done. And it kicks in faster, so you have a much more like you have more responsiveness to it. And you usually get more absorbed into your body that way too. But if you do sublingual, they have to, you know, dose around that. But like if you prefer just taking a pill, like then that's fine. But in general, just be careful. Be very careful. There's so many health risks that come with being a trans woman. I'd hate to see you suffer. Yes, basically. Because you don't have a father's X chromosome to counterbalance anything that may be genetically encoded by your mother's X chromosome. So if your mother's side is busty, be prepared. You will have back issues. Oh yeah, going back to that, what I was getting ready to say earlier before I got distracted, is that if my breasts don't grow much more, I probably will get top surgery as well. For not to have back issues. And even then, like, so they won't grow as full as necessarily. They won't necessarily grow as full, but you absolutely can end up very busty if your mother's side is busty. And that's perfectly valid too. Like, there are trans girls that get breast reductions too. Because at a certain point, it's just fucking uncomfortable. Yeah, the only thing coding for your breast size is on the one X chromosome you have, and that came from your mother. Because the Y chromosome is basically useless. It has basically no genes on it. Like, the fucking Y chromosome, such a stumpy, worthless bastard. B or C cup? That's my ideal as well. I'm more of an A cup right now. What am I sitting on? $9.95. Ooh, can I afford one? I can. Full defense rapid shots with attack damage. Oh, thank fucking god. That's gonna help so much. Because rapid shots is a better damage bonus than dirt is anyway. Alright, thank fucking god. Dot damage will no longer immediately kill me. Oh, I'm gonna lose profane though. Okay, what am I willing to get rid of? I'll go for a multi-strike steal increase. No, because I want regain still. Maybe a multi-strikes and profane starlight and put it there. It sucks because the starlight wouldn't, or the profane wouldn't get scaled. Or I could get like a multi-strikes and regain starlight and get a multi-strikes and profane corner, but I just spent all my money. So I guess we'll wait on, like, let me see what the damage is. I'm not tired, fuck, I feel that. I don't even know what fucking time it is right now, it's 2:30. I should probably go to bed soon-ish, but let's see what I got. Okay, not bad, not bad. 186 billion peak. Pokemon Sleep Streak. Aww. I'm sorry. That's not bad. I'm hovering around 150 bill, but I peak at 186 bill. Let me see how bad it is if I unequip this and I install this. Alright, let's see how this goes. I want to be even further away. Oh yeah, Profane's such a huge damage. Oh, maybe not. Okay, it's not that bad. I just need to remember to be further, like, in the sweet spot of ranges. Although my average damage goes down a little bit. We'll try it out. We'll try it out and see. I'll put this in the stash just in case. Which one is it? It's this one. Yeah. Compass drop rate, yay! I need to do my fucking watchers. Yeah, of the places that are likely to grow, there is some hip and ass growth to be expected. It's not going to be as much as your boobs. Like, there are absolutely some very curvy trans women. It's just less likely as far as I know. It also depends on, like, how much you eat and stuff in as well while you're growing. Ooh, another thing that's going to cause pain. So when you get to a certain point in your transition, you're going to go through something called a pelvic rotation. It is uncomfortable. Your back will hurt. But it's kind of worth it. I don't even know if it's worth it. Basically what it is, so when... Super low body fat. And you will put on more body fat more naturally as like on E, it encourages adipose tissue formation over producing more muscle or bone. But yeah, so basically what happens is when girls go through puberty, their pelvis rotates to accommodate for the ability to give birth. When you start transitioning, you will also go through that pelvic rotation, and it causes the bones in your back and pelvis to change a little bit. For me, since I already had back issues, it really got to me. But, like, eventually it goes away. It's not like a permanent thing. Yeah. Well, it doesn't, like, to an extent, it doesn't even remap fat either, to an extent. It just encourages new fat to grow in certain places and discourages fat from burning in those locations. So, like, if I were to lose weight, I'd lose it first from my belly, not from my boobs or ass. But you're gonna put on more fat everywhere. Like, you are... And there's nothing wrong with that. A curvy woman's a good woman. Yeah, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, if I wanted my curvy appearance to mostly be in my hips and ass and boobs, I would have to absolutely burn more fat than I, normally do. Yeah, if you do start with a pretty lean body mass index, with like low body fat, then you have the advantage that when you do put on fat, it's going to be in more curvy areas than otherwise. But don't be surprised if you do end up with a little bit of a belly pouch. Like, because it generally does happen. Unless you work out, like, a lot. Like, if you're one of those people that works out enough that you don't really develop any... if you're one of those people that doesn't really develop any body fat because of, like, exercise or diet, like, it won't really help. Like, it won't really happen. But it also means you won't end up as curvy, possibly. Let's see how bad this is. Oh, that's where you get Runa's Star from. Gotcha.
It is the useless light again. Sink into the night.
More lean build anyway. Fair enough. One stack of death. What?
I'll follow you like
Oh.
a shadow.
Why does everything do cold damage? What the fuck? Do I have something that's like turning damage into cold damage and I don't know it? Because like, it feels like half the damage I take is cold damage. Where's that coming from? I need to go this way and not die. There we go. You have semi-control of your character creations timer, and that's funny. Alrighty, another one of these. Another one of those. Guess we'll put it over here for now. Ah, fuck it, we'll just start running maps again. I should do some Eterna, but I'm just kind of building stuff up, so when I don't feel like mapping, I can just do Eterna for a while. I've been meaning to go to Sandlord for a while and to collect my trades. Fuck. Well, I'll do it after this map, I guess. Oh my god, there's so many fucking circles on the ground. Fuck me. Oh, please tell me I'm safe right here. Okay, thank you. That's fair. I have a secret lab, so I don't really suffer from that issue. Although, like, I do have a bit of an ass to me, but, like, but I have my secret lab mostly for my back. I have horrible back issues. I actually, funnily enough, have the Lilith secret lab chair. Wooden chairs are fucking miserable to sit in, like, in general. And in the same vein, like plastic chairs, you sit on a sofa, nice. I just found that the secret lab is the most comfortable for my back, and plus the chairs look cool, so like there's that incentive too. Ugh. Yeah, it's getting closer to 3. I can tell I'm getting very tired. Fuck no, 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 no. Go to my oasis. Yes, I know I have trades to collect. They are expensive as fuck. Mine was a gift for my birthday, so I didn't have to pay for it, so I really don't care. But yes, they are. Hey, Moonshadow Bruct. She doubled some flame sand. Nice. Earth. Put that up. Select marriage. Deploy. Oh, nice. A Moonshadow proc. Instant trade. And a Moonshadow proc for the double loot. Let's go. And she doubled one. Okay, she doubled fucking 21 FE. Thank you. Thank you, Moonshadow. We take those. Getting Moonshadow to 3 is probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. The Diablo one or for the chair? What do you mean? Are you talking like it? No, so secret labs in general are expensive. And then if you want one of the character ones or like game ones, they are a little bit more expensive. Like how much is it? If they're even still selling it. Secret Lab Titan Evo Lilith. Oh, this is a fucking reseller. No, just got a Secret Lab US. I don't even know if they're still selling it, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it is specifically the Diablo Lilith one. That's the one I have. Oh, I see what you're saying. Are you talking the Diablo one for the chair? I thought you said or the chair. My bad. Yes, I have the Diablo Lilith, or Diablo 4 Lilith chair, and I love it. I love the big-ass fucking portrait of Lilith on the back of it. Yeah, if it were my own money, I probably wouldn't have bought the chair. I would have just kept suffering. But it was a gift, so I didn't have to worry about that. 664, that sounds about right. But my mom and brother basically split it for my birthday. It was a gift from both of them a couple of years ago. I think it's 3 now. And sure, I could have done what my brother did and got a Herman Miller. Those things are really fucking expensive. D4 is not a bad game, I just... like... yeah. The mechanics could be better. I like the story, though. Well, I'm okay with the story sometimes, but other than that, I like the story. The Jinx one? The Jinx one's really cool, yeah. Oh, this might be my last one, I'm not gonna lie. I'm fading fast. What time is it? 2:48? Yeah, it's close enough to bedtime. I might just call it after this map. It does. Absolutely it does. Like I said, if it was my own money, I probably wouldn't have bought it. And my brother recently got a Herman Miller chair, and those things like over $1,000 if I remember correctly. He says it's extremely comfortable, which I fucking hope so. Yeah, and like, if you do, back to the HRT thing, if you do start HRT, be prepared for 2 things. Mood swings and morning sickness. It can be awful. Sounds amazing. You're angry and you don't know why, and the whole time you feel nauseous. It's a wonderful experience. No, but really, like, there were some days that literally all I could do was eat saltines and drink water because of how bad my morning sickness was. Like, it would take hours for me to be able to eat anything. It goes away. Really, the only deal with that while you're adjusting your dose or getting used to a new dose, basically. Getting used to a higher dose, I should say. If you go down in dose, it doesn't really happen, but if you're going up in dose, it does. So, there's that. Do I like spicy food? Absolutely not. I am as white gets. Not like mayonnaise is spicy white, but like the jalapenos are hot white. Spicy, like, I love the flavor of spicy foods, I just don't like the experience of eating them, which sucks. Give a recommendation, Sag. Yeah, no, I can't handle spicy things very well. I tried our habanero ranch sauce at work, and I literally the smallest amount of it on a fucking french fry, and my entire mouth burned for like 30 minutes. Speaking of feeling nauseous, I do not feel good right now. Alright, is there anything I want to put up for sale before I go to bed? Maybe the fucking false gods. I got a couple of those. Let me see what I'm sitting on in here. Faded Arcana, actually, I should probably sell. What are these worth? Yeah, like 20 FE. You're not the greatest one. What's the colorful fluorescent worth? Yeah, not that much. I have 2 of these. They're worth an okay amount, yeah. Interesting. I want one more 100-fold, please. Let's turn in what I can. Come on, give me some FE, fuck you. Oh, my stomach, what the fuck? These aren't worth jack shit, right? Worth a little bit. I'm trying to sell it. I need the money. Oh. Yes. Bagel with cream cheese in the morning? I'm not gonna lie, that sounds miserable. Don't ruin bagels and cream cheese with something spicy. I'm just kidding. Do it. Do whatever makes you happy. Yeah, fuck, I'll still try. I should get everything right. Yep. Alrighty. I tried a spicy bulldog ramen the other night. I took 1 bite and couldn't finish it. Like I said, I'm white, okay? Really can't handle spice. No, it was so hot.
買うそれとも売る
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to sell right now.
どうぞ
I mean, how much are these worth? But it doesn't hurt, it's no fun. That's for sex, not for food. Alrighty. Thank you so much. It's for both. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming out. I really appreciate all the support tonight. I'm gonna go get some sleep. I will be back tomorrow, kinda late. I don't get off work till 11 p.m. my time. But yeah. Good night, everyone. Sleep well. Sweet dreams. Thank you all for coming out. I am going to go get some much-needed rest, because today was a long day.